Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Good. Good. All e-learning, all at home, member, and internet, trying to use everybody using the same internet. So good luck to me. It's all good. It just takes a second. I forget, I turn off a lot of the, you can turn off, it's like a home manager, so you can turn off certain things so that it's not all drawing off of your internet. Like you can like stop them for a while. And so then all of a sudden I'll be able to like go in my class, like, why didn't my computer work? Then I remember I turned off the Wi-Fi for my own computer. I'll get it right one day, maybe. Maybe. I can't promise anything. How are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah,
good. We got a good workout from Nancy yesterday.
Oh, good. Good. I'm so glad you guys are liking this live stuff.
Huh?
I said, I'm so glad you guys are liking this live stuff. Make sure you keep telling them.
Oh no, they know.
Good.
They know.
Write in wherever you can. Say we like it at home and Zooming. That's good. I'm glad you guys are getting good workouts.
Yep.
We're having a good turnout, which is really good. Did you see the new schedule?
Yeah, I only go to the gym on Thursday for restorative yoga outside.
Oh, that's right. So you
All
see people. So
yeah, all the yoga classes are outside.
That's nice. It should be nice for a few more months. Hopefully, it doesn't really get cold for a while, so that's good.
And she said she's going to do them until the weather gets bad. So
good. And if anything, then we can start doing some more Zoom. I'm open to teaching different stuff too. Like, so we might be able to teach a couple more. Like, I have restorative yoga here. I can do, you know what I mean? We can all kind of mess around with our schedules, which is nice. They only do certain blocks of time, you know?
Yeah.
Good. Well, yeah, keep coming, and they'll keep. I'm glad that it's working out the way it is for everybody.
No, I've been since April. You know, I've been coming since April.
I know. I know. I was thinking that because I was talking about it for those listening, Betty and Therese too. I was just thinking about that. We went all the way through October. I think 24th is this fall one session, and I was thinking by the time this finishes. Yeah, it would have been April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Almost 7 months. We'll have done this together.
Exactly. We're like old buddies now.
Yes. Thanks for dealing with me for 7 months. That's all I have to say.
It's better than sitting home and getting stiff. I totally agree. Now.
Totally agree. As far as I consider it, I just say like I truly mean this. Like, I'll keep doing it as long as you guys show and as long as they let me do it. So it's like, I love it. Yeah, you guys have been here, I think, since literally day one for Zoom. So, I don't know the future of it, but I'm just keep telling her you like it.
Oh, she knows.
You guys, it seems like you guys are doing great. Like on the other days, everyone seems to really enjoy all the classes. And if I sub the class, that's awesome.
Right.
All right. Can you guys see me okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm getting everybody on. Thanks, Betty. Thumbs up to you too. Gorgeous Betty. Where is this at? That seems kind of mountainous, Betty. I feel that cannot be Michigan. If that's Michigan, I need to go to that place in Michigan you go to, Betty. I don't know why I think that's Michigan. Let's see where Betty is. Oh yeah, Europe. Thank goodness. I was like Europe somewhere. Good. I was like, man, that's like, if that is Michigan, I am missing out. I know it's what's the Michigan thing. I know it's like pure Michigan, but I don't recognize that. Oh, it's pretty. Hi, Marianne. Welcome to class. Hi, Therese. Welcome to class. Today we are going to use that yoga strap and or a beach towel or a jump rope or something. We are going to utilize it like a lot. So please find your yoga strap, or you can use a towel. You do not have to use, by the way, anything, other modification. But if you can, it will help. Also a robe tie. If you guys have a robe tie, that, you know what I'm talking about, right? When I'm saying that? Okay, good. That would help. Give me just like 2 more minutes to see who else comes in. You'll need a mat. I love that Marianne's outside. That's gorgeous. I used to do this outside too before it got so hot. So maybe we'll make it back to me getting outside again.
Exactly.
The last few days, it's like torturous. I mean, that would be like putting myself through torture. Were you guys get a good workout on Monday? Did you feel sore at all, or were you guys okay?
No, I was all right.
You guys handle that? Good. That's why I want to know where you guys are at. We won't always do it like that, but I really want to do some kind of different stuff. So you guys did awesome with it. I was sweating when we got off this, but again, I think I sweat all the time.
Yesterday too with Nancy, we did a lot of squats.
Good. Well, it's major muscle groups. That's good. And now I'm having to admit everybody again, so I have to wait. It's funny, like 1 week I don't have to admit people into it, then sometimes I do. That's why I thought you guys were all just getting on. So I started the class, and then I realized no one was even on because this week apparently we're admitting now. Always a new day. All right. Okay, well, I think we're gonna get started. It's 12, so have a seat please back on your mat for me. I'm just gonna give it literally like about 15 more seconds to make sure last second nobody else jumps on. I feel like what do they say? Like the gang's all here, everyone's here. This is fun. Oh, nope, there's a Donna. I was wondering if Donna was coming. Oh, Donna's on too. Donna, I was waiting for you, not kidding.
You do.
Yay, I thought we would see you. Loretta, am I spotlighted? Yes, Andrea, am I spotlighted? Like, okay,
Yep.
All right.
You are.
All right, I'm gonna mute everybody just for feedback, okay? I think everybody's here that usually is, so thanks for coming to class, guys. Lengthen and strengthen. If I see anybody else jump on, I might have to just get up and you guys just keep doing and moving. Okay, all right. So make sure you guys have a yoga strap if possible, or a beach towel, robe tie, or jump rope, and or nothing. You do not have to have something, but I'm saying that one more time for Donna too. So make sure you guys have that because we will utilize that. All righty. Let's start in a seated forward fold. So if you'll find your sit bones, get yourself seated onto the ground. You guys can hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Okay. Sit bones on the ground, feet gently just right in front of you, kind of shooting right outside the hips. Toes kind of right now, you don't have to flex them or point, just kind of let that be natural, kind of shake them out a little bit. We kind of find a sense of just relaxation in our lower body. Find the sit bones, make sure you're seated right on those sit bones, the kind of bony part of the bottom. And I want you to think about sitting up straight though, so try not to slouch. We're gonna sit here for about 30 seconds first. We're gonna go into a forward fold, but right now I just want you to think about your posture. So are your shoulders back and down? Is your gut kind of clenched in? When you do that, do you clench your feet? If so, kind of relax your hip flexors, relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your knees, relax your mouth. Shoulders back and down, hands resting on the thighs. We're gonna lengthen from the tips of our fingers to the toes. Take and lift yourself slowly, rise your arms all the way up, lift them all the way up to the sky. If you can, please bring them more towards your biceps to ears. Have a slight bend in the arm if needed, or a big bend in the arm, wherever you are today. We're gonna slowly tuck the chin to chest and roll down one vertebrae at a time, slowly rounding the back, coming towards the knees. Bend the knees pretty generously right now and just come towards the feet for a forward seated fold. We're gonna hold here for about 30 seconds. So wherever that is for you today, if you wanna straighten out your legs, you don't have to look at me, just listen. I just have my head up because I'm trying to talk and make sure you guys can hear me. Kind of tip yourself forward. Hold on to those ankles or shins or toes if you want. And we're just gonna be really silent for about 30 seconds more. Breathe in. Great. I want you to slowly, please roll all the way up, create some length. Take those arms back all the way up to the top. Reach them as far as you can. Kind of wiggle your fingers. Like I said, try this. Take from here and try to bring your biceps more to the ears. With your shoulders back and down. So you're going to have to squeeze between your shoulder blades. Sitting up through the sit bone. Brace the core. Sit yourself up straight. Now release your toes into a point so you're not, clenching them, right? You want to release. And to let them relax. Move them around a little bit. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly bring the arms down. Grab a yoga strap if you can, close to you. Please take and wrap it around your feet on the bottom. Pretty big knee bend if you can. With both legs out in front first, okay? We're gonna grab hold, look at my arms, please. You're gonna grab here and here. It doesn't matter which arm is on top. You're gonna brace your core and you're just gently pull forward just a little bit. Slight knee bend, please. Bring your knees up a little bit off the ground if you can. Just to safely bring yourself a little bit further. It's a deeper stretch. If you want to gently pull like 1 little ½ inch towards you with this, you can. And 3, 2, 1, you're gonna release it back up. This time, can you take 1 foot out? Can you bring the foot out and then bring the knee up towards your chest, okay? And we're just gonna reach through, watch, can you grab through? Arm over, and you're gonna slowly bend forward on the one leg. You're gonna feel a little bit of a hip opener on this side. Allow that to happen. Create your sit bones to sit gently on the ground. If you feel anything in your lower back, just go back to what we were doing with 2 feet. Slowly rise up. Straighten out the other leg. Of course, we're going to go to the other leg. Bring this knee up and open it a little bit towards the side. Bend forward on the other side. Slowly roll yourself up. Bring both those feet in there, please. Regroup again. Grab hold, tuck the chin to chest, and slowly lower yourself forward. Stretching out those hamstrings. Now, can you point your toes in this strap? Get some stretch through the top of the foot. Do you feel this? You should feel this in the top of your feet. Then you can flex them. You might feel a little bit more of a stretch. Tilt yourself a little bit further. Wherever your threshold is, go there. That's your decision. It's your day. Point those feet again. Try to really stretch out the front of your feet. Stretch out the tendons that run along the front of your feet, the top of your feet, top of your ankle bone, right? The other side. Can you spread out your toes while you're down there? Create space for 3, for 2, and slowly roll up. All right, wonderful. Take this out. Let's take our leg to one side, please. Shift yourself kind of to the side. So you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out towards an angle. It's coming out for your hip, okay? You can have the yoga strap on the ground. All we're gonna do right now is we are gonna open ourselves up towards the front. So hip bones can face here, but now we're gonna take our hip points and open it a little bit further towards ourselves. What I want us to do is I want us to walk forward just a little bit. You're gonna feel a big stretch in this hamstring and the hip complex. If it's too much, don't go any further. Otherwise, you're just gonna reach yourself down. The other option is you can also bring your knee up a little bit. I just wanna open up the hips in a different way. So this knee can kind of come up with the foot on the ground, and you can reach through if it's too much with a straight leg. everything in this class is lengthening, right? To strengthen concepts. So we're just lengthening slowly. We don't have to do anything too quickly. Slowly rise yourself up. We're gonna switch to the other side. So again, you can bring that leg out this way and or bring this up. Kind of a half lotus almost, where we have the leg in. And we're just reaching ourselves forward to stretch out the hip. So we're opening up the hip, make sure the knee doesn't come in. Try to make that knee sit back nice and tall and reach through. If you want, you can lower your head to the ground. And slowly roll back up. All right. Take that leg out again to the other side. Now we are going to shift towards your foot. We're going to reach your arms into the sky. Lengthen as far as you can, guys. Think, how long can I make my top? How long? Tip forward from the hip, bend that knee if you need it, and you're going to come forward. If you're on something that's hard on your heel, you can always switch and go to your mat where you're facing a different way. You don't have to face me. Flexibility, right? There's a lot of strength that comes from being flexible. So every little bit counts. Now let's raise ourselves up, lift ourselves, hands come to the side, heart to the sky. And now we're gonna reach this arm all the way up and we're gonna slowly tip ourselves like the letter C. Can you point that toe? And can you open your heart to the sky like a gentle dancer? Watch, kind of gently just lift. There's a lot of grace that comes in this lift. Watch, down, and then we're gonna lift up with grace. And then slowly lower yourself towards your knee. Now, what if we try to do this little by little a few times? So if you want a little knee bend, you can, flex your foot or not, that's up to you, or just kind of let it relax. We're gonna go down to rise up and down for a side body stretch. Down and up and down and up. And if you want, you just have to continue to make these fingertips try to go to those toes. Now, what if we did this? Windmill ourselves over and windmill ourselves this way. You don't have to touch the ground on each side. Just keeping the chest lifted. A nice side body stretch. Feel the length in the spine. Let the neck follow. So one more on each side. Wonderful. All right, bring that knee safely in, bend it. And we're gonna switch to the other side. So this time again, you kind of want go from shifting from here towards your knee. And we're just gonna let ourselves fall. But first, we're gonna lift ourselves all the way as tall as we can, lengthen all the way up. Try to get this leg to stay towards the bottom. Sit bones down and tip forward. That feels good, right? Brace that core. Feel that nice lengthening stretch. Bend the knee if it's needed. You can point the toe also. Slowly roll yourself back up. Lengthen again in the arms. Tip yourself forward one more time. Hold it here. Don't go anywhere yet. And slowly release back to the center. We're gonna lift this arm. We're gonna make this letter C we talked about earlier, right? Just the other way. Lift your heart to the sky and hold. Inhale in. Exhale when needed. I like to hold my inhale for a second. Some amazing breaths in the movement. And we're going to slowly rise and lower. And rise and lower. Remember that graceful move of lifting and lowering. And then slowly we're going to windmill. So we're going to come from one side to the other side. No race. Please pay attention to where you are today. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You guys look beautiful. Beautiful movements. Nice long arms with a great range of motion. And release. Shake it out. Bring that leg in. Let's go to a cobbler's pose, which means bring those feet together if you can. You can hold on to your toes, your ankles. If you hold on to your ankles and you want to sit on your sit bones, that'll help these knees. You can use your elbows to kind of like push through. Now, we're going to just hold here for about 1 minute. Now, please reset yourself so your shoulders are back and down. Okay, I know what I'm doing right now, so listen what I'm doing. Right now, as I'm sitting here, I'm taking my hands, and they're like, relax. Relax your hands. Don't do that. If you want to hold on, it's fine, but it's not meant to be like grabbing on like I was just doing. Kind of relax your fingertips, or you can hold them here. And why don't we, even if we're here, you can even kind of just give yourself a little toe massage. For me, I'm going to do that right now. I kind of move my toes around, the upper pads of my foot. We're just sitting right now. We're not doing anything more intense than sitting on purpose. And slowly we're going to just start to kind of rock side to side on the bottom. Try to get the legs each side like a tick-tock-tock clock. And 2 more. And last one. Now meet me in the middle. Now, please take and bring these knees up like you're going to squeeze them in. Okay, you're just going to hold as tight as you can. And now we're going to bring it down and hold for 10, for 9, as long as you can go. Keep it as deep as you can in the stretch. For 5, 3, and release. Bring it all the way up. And we're going to go back in. Hold for 10, 9, 8, shoulders back and down. 6, 5, and release it up. And last time, one last time. Press all the way through. Bring these hips as close to the floor as you can get it. Bring those knees as close as you can, wherever that is today. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Awesome. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going to stay on the mat for a second. Can we do some toe opening? So please sit on your side for a second. On the knees. If you cannot do this on the knees, you do not have, you can just kind of even balance yourself. What I want you to do is open up the toes. So I want you to tuck the toes under so the feet are getting a nice stretch in the back of the foot. So you can do this where you kind of like let yourself hang on your hands, and or you can sit up. You can always too, if you do have knee issues, you can put a towel or a blanket underneath your knees. We're just stretching the feet. We're not doing anything else. We're going to be here for a nice full minute. If you start to lose your balance, just brace your core, shoulders are back and down. I want you to look forward. So you really wouldn't be, unless you're facing me, you're looking at me, but otherwise you're kind of facing the side. Shoulders are back and down. Eye gaze is forward wherever it is. And now we're going to tuck our toes so you can sit up on the knees. Or you can sit back. If you have this in your practice, to sit all the way back, that's up to you. Otherwise, you can just tuck the toes for a second. The other option would be to be standing. You can stand and lift your foot off the ground with the toes lifted. So you don't even have to be on the ground. You guys stay where you want to stay, but watch what I mean. All you'd have to do is you could stay standing and you would just lift one toe. See how I'm doing this? Or even both toes. But I think one toe at a time will get that stretch in that foot. So I just want to show you the options. That's up to you. But I know a lot of times the knees bother us on the ground, so I try to pay attention to that. All right, shake it out. I'm gonna come back and meet you guys on the ground where I was, but let's do our pointing and flexing. This is very good for our ankle mobility and the stretching of our feet. Let's lengthen our legs and lengthen our toes and reach. Point and reach. Seems like the most simple move. You don't even know how amazing you are sometimes, or maybe you do. I generally say to people, do you know how amazing you are? Because I actually really like myself. So I'm always like, yeah. Every day I wake up and keep trying. I may not have it, right? That one thing where it's like, I may not have it all together, but together we have it all kind of a day. I never pretend to have it all figured out, but you are amazing. So I hope you know it. This is not easy to stay in a point and flex. You know why? Because it's boring. But do you know how beneficial this is for your feet and the rest of your body? Because if you keep them healthy, the rest of you stays healthy. Now, how about this? Let's windshield wiper so we get the different kind of thing happening with our ankles, side to side. And what I want you to concentrate is the pointing as you go to the side. So try to really, really reach and lengthen those toes. Make your toes work for you. They can kind of grab onto things so you can reach them over and up and over and up. For 3, for 2, and 1 on the release. Wonderful. All right, let's shake it out. Have just a seat, cross-legged. Grab your yoga strap for me. We're gonna bring it down to the ground, and eventually, watch, we're gonna bring it just up to this wide position. We're gonna open up the chest. So grab a hold, but again, please just kind of like let it hang in your hands, whether it's a robe tie or this yoga strap. We're gonna come from here, and we're gonna slowly reach it up. Hold. Shoulders back and down, eye gaze forward, and now slowly bring it forward. All the way up. Don't go too far yet, please. Just hold. We're here for a little bit. You can take 2 big deep breaths for me. And bring it forward. Each time, right, if you want to take and widen your grip, you might go back a little further, but please pay attention to yourself. Do not overextend or hyperextend your shoulders if that's not where you are today. You squeeze between your shoulder blades and return back to center. And eventually, you may be able to rotate all the way through. The wider your grip is, the easier that will be. If you have shoulder issues, you might be able to just come here, and that is awesome. I could not do this like 2 years ago. When I had my shoulder injury, it took me about literally almost a year and a half to get back this range of motion. It's super important to work on. And watch, do you see me doing, keep moving if you want, but do you see me doing a lot of like moving myself back and forward? No. Brace the core. Keep yourself strong through your foundation, right down the center. That I guess is my like noise that makes me know I made it to the back. Now, what if I ask you to bring it all the way to the ground? That one little bit makes a difference. Like let it lay there, pick it back up, then go through. Then if you're in the back, drop it on the ground, pick it back up, then come through. Drop it, pick it up and go. Drop it, pick it up and go. We have 2 more. Last one. All right, set it down and shake it out. Who felt that in their shoulders? Yeah, good. Okay, good. Please grab it all the way up again in a Y position. This time, all we're gonna do is make ourselves go down to one side. So we want a straight line, right? So watch, how do we do that? We have to open the heart to the sky, bend this elbow. I think that's straight. And now we're gonna rotate on and twist the body this way, all the way up. And to the other side. Get 2 more. 1 and 2. And release. All right. Now, ready for my exciting surprise? We're gonna do the same thing again. 10 on each, like 10 to forward and back, and then 10 side to side, so 20 total, okay? So it's like 1, 2, okay? And then like 1, 2, are you following me? So 20 total in a lotus position. So now we're gonna sit down, we're gonna open our hip up, talk about integrating. We're gonna try to stack our leg up as far as you can on top of the other for an awesome hip opening stretch. And you guys are getting so good at this that we can integrate 2 moves at one time. So now we can open up the hips and the shoulders at the same time. Are you in? All right. This is at your own pace. I'm not going to count it out. So I'm going to give you about 1.5 minutes to get through it, to almost 1.5 to 2 minutes. Okay? So we're just going to start here. You're going to stay in this position. If it gets to be too much, take yourself out and go to a cross leg. Are we good? Yes? Smile. All right. So that would be 1. You guys keep going. Don't pay attention to me. I'm going to try to not make that noise as all possible. So when you get to the front, you count it. So I'm at 4. When you get to 10, just pretend like you're at wherever you are. I just want you to listen up. Remember, you're going to go one side, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Each time, you might go a little lower. Might start to bring the forearm to the ground. When you're finished with 10 total, you're done. Don't trust me. Do what you know is your 10. I might be doing 27. Make sure you're stopping at your 10. Awesome, Loretta. I can see you from there. All right, and relax. Safely set this to the side, please. sit yourself up tall, lift yourself up, and if you can still take it, tip forward from the hips for 30 seconds and hold. If need be, you just lift yourself up higher and or go back to the seated position, please. Sit bones stay on the ground. Don't forget to breathe, please. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly release yourself up. Safely grab a hold of the shin, upper thigh, set it down on the ground and switch legs. If you need water in between, shake it out, give your knees a break, shake out those legs. How we doing? We okay? Now this leg's gonna come in. This leg's gonna stack on top. It's like a job, right? I'm gonna rotate myself out a little bit so I can get stacked really well. Make sure the hips are squared to the front. Feel yourself opening one side again. We always talk about this, right? One side may be a little bit tighter than the other, so don't be surprised. Total of 3 rotations on this. So this for me is a little harder than always on this side. You know that. You know me by now, you've known that, right? So grab a hold of this. But this time, let's go to the back. So let's start back here, wherever that is for you. If it's up here, that's fine. And we're gonna go 10. Beautiful. Feel that lengthening in the arms. It's getting easier, right? It's a little bit easier this time to do it. Doesn't take quite the tension, quite the stress. Don't forget to breathe. If you feel something through the hip flexors, through the bottom, don't be surprised. I told you we're using this thing a lot. Make your core have to get you over, not your arm, please. Brace that core to get you to the other side. Oh, this is intense. Whew. You can see how you don't need anything, right? You can just use your arms. Watch how I can finish it without the modification this way, where you don't have to have it if you don't want it. And release. Deep breath in, reshape yourself. Reach the hands forward if you can. Come for 30 seconds forward onto the mat with the forehead if possible. Nose tucked, chin tucked, and hold. Breathe, please. For 3, 2, 1, slowly rock up, safely grab a hold, release this down, and relax. Let's come, if you can, to a child's pose to give ourselves like a 2-minute little break, but we're gonna kind of come in and out of child's pose. So bring those big toes together, knees as wide as the mat, push the hips back and down in child's pose. Let the head rest down, forehead down to the mat. And for 10, 15 seconds, just go to a place in your head of pure relaxation and be proud of what you just did. That's not easy. That was kind of intense integrated stretching. On your next inhale, please walk your arms to one side for a nice side body stretch. Feel it lengthening all the way to the tips of your fingers, all the way pushing your hips back. And when ready, inhale in, walk over to the other side. Release your lower back, relax, relax your nose, head, face, eyes. It's a gentle facial expression. Inhale in, walk back to the center. And slowly rock back and forth 1 inch, little by little, side to side, just with the torso. Feel this all the way in those hips, all the way through the hip flexors and inner thigh. And hold. On your next inhale, please bring it up all the way to all fours. Bring the knees in, tabletop position. You're going to a downward dog for just a few seconds. I want you to tuck your toes. Bring those knees, bend them nice and big and bring them to the back. Bring your heels towards the ground. And let's just walk it out for about 10 seconds. Arm bones, upper ones up, rotate out. Claw through the fingertips, your first finger and your thumb. And or you can just hold still for 5, 4, 3, 2. Shift yourself forward into a plank position, walking your hands forward, hands right underneath your shoulders, elbows to the back of the room. Brace that core and hold for 10. Hold for 9, 8. You can go to your knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently rest down. Give your wrists a break. Shake them out. Let's go back in for one more plank. Hold it up for 10, for 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly release back down. Wonderful. Feet to one side. Bring yourself around to a seated position. Anybody sweating a little? Like a little? You guys are hard workers. All right. Let's lengthen that torso by rolling ourselves down. Let's glue that back right into the mat. We're gonna bring our fingertips to the forehead right here, right to the temples. Fingertips to the temples. Try not to interlace in the back. Right now, just lift the chest up. If you want, you can lift your knees and lift your toes, parallel shins right to the ground. We're going to take our hands to the side. Palms are going to face up, and we're just going to pull. What if you lengthen and strengthen? So what about if this is some strengthening, right? Little teeny tiny muscle groups. Lift those shoulder blades off the ground, please. Tuck the chin to chest and your eye gaze at the ceiling. What do you do if you need a break? You stop and come back in. Now face those palms down. And can we do this? Can you reach, 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 reach? So trying to reach your ankle bone with your fingertips. Shifting your weight side to side. Option would be to be the feet on the ground. Bring them back up if possible. And now this time we're gonna pulse. Tuck that chin to chest, release your neck. If it's too much, you can always bring that neck back down and then go back in. So 3, 2, and release. Slowly release yourself back down. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale out. We're gonna plant those heels right by our bottom. We're gonna keep a little bit of space, like the space about of a yoga block right between the knees. Hands are gonna lift themselves, looking at the sky. Walk those shoulder blades under, and we're gonna slowly rise into hip bridge. We're gonna own the thrust, right? We're gonna like coming down and up, and down and up. Touch down, go back up. We're getting strength in our posterior chain, which is your back. All those back muscles. That lower back needs strength too, right? So now everyone hold. Push your hips, bones towards the ceiling, squeeze that bottom. And pulse. For 3, 2, and 1. Release yourself back down. Bring those knees to chest and give yourself a hug. Bring them all the way in and give yourself a hug. If you have it closed or have to get up for a second, grab your yoga strap. You are going to use this here, so we're on the ground for a little bit. Grab underneath and put it on your feet, even grabbing in your hand. We're going to point and flex these toes just right up in the ceiling for a second. Wait for everybody to get together. In about 5 seconds, we're just going to start. All we're going to do is walk each hand, one hand here, and tip ourselves forward, trying to bring the knees towards the chest. If you want, you can leave yourself on the ground with your head. Nobody said they had to bring it up. Feel nice through that hamstrings and the bottom, lower back if you need to. Slowly let them lower down, but don't let them touch. Point and bring all the way back up. Slowly let it lower down, but don't let it touch if you can help it, and bring all the way back up. Your lower back is glued into the ground. You're welcome for your core work. You're welcome for lengthening and strengthening your core too. Right? Remember we talked about, like, anytime we get a little used to this class, I'll switch it up on purpose. You see I'm coming at about 45 degrees. My feet are together and pointed. I'm using this as my helper. This is my helper to get myself back down if you need a little help. If you can, barely have your fingers on it at all, so you're barely using it. Brace that core for 4. Lift all the way up. 3. Lift all the way up. 2. You have 1 more. Stick it out. You got this. Great job. Whew, that's hard. Bend those knees. Bring it in. 1 foot comes in, 1 foot comes out. Either bent or straightened, right? We know these options. We know this stuff. We're going to take this and we're going to cross over the body. Arm comes out to the side. Feel that stretch all through here. Try to keep your shoulder blades equally glued to the floor. So anytime the shoulder blades start to lift, that's when you know you're going too far. So as long as those shoulder blades are equally glued onto the ground, you're all good. Can you point and flex while you're here? We're going to spend about a minute just in the stretch. You want to pull your toes a little closer to your face, you can. You might feel a little bit more of a stretch. Watch me, this hand. I'm going to bring it more to like a Y position, shoulders down away from my ears. I'm going to feel a bigger stretch, probably through the whole side of my body. And in 3, 2, 1, slightly bend the knee, bring it all the way through. Grab hold of the other side, safely, safely, safely place your elbow on the ground, that's bent, 90-degree arm. And however your threshold is here, right? Go where you can to open up this hip, but please do not over hyperextend it. So if you're just like right here, that's fine. Hold on to this as tight as you can. Otherwise, again, the shoulder blades would be on the ground. A little slight knee bend if needed, for sure. Don't lock out that joint. And now we're gonna rotate through. So we're gonna go one way, and then we're gonna go the other way. And then we're gonna switch the arms each time, integrating one side to the other side. Last one, come to the center. We're gonna switch it up. Bring through this foot. You can either bend it, reach it through, point that toe, and bring it all the way across. Again, you can point and flex while you're here. These moves can be done daily, a couple times a day if you keep a strap by you, maybe watching a TV show, listening to music, hanging out in the backyard. You're going to slowly bring it across to the other side, opening it up, and just allow yourself that place that you can go to, but without stretching too far. Please pay attention to yourself. Think, where am I? Where does my body want to go today? And now we're slowly going to go through one side to the other side. And one side. Wonderful. Let's try this for 5 more times total. Your pace. You guys are doing great today. We're getting close to the end, so let's stay in this. And release. Great. Bring that knee in. Roll yourself up if you want. You can put both your feet in and then slowly roll yourself up. Come to seated position. Get a sip of water, please. Ooh, check the time. I have no idea what time it is. I always have to look. Yep, 3 minutes. That's what I thought. We're gonna do a little bit of neck work before we get lengthening this neck, please. Have a seat either cross-legged or in a lotus position of your choice. Take the neck, please. Shoulders are back and down. Rest your hands either on the ground or on your thighs. We're just gonna bring our ear shoulder together without bringing the shoulder up. So we're just gonna gently bring your neck to one side, trying to get it closer to your ear, to the shoulder. If you have sinuses at all, sometimes you could feel this here after you're down on the ground. And then when you get back up, it's like, what is that? And then you start to stretch out the neck and it really doesn't know what to do. On inhale, please raise up. Exhale, center. And now we're going to bring it to the other side. Again, try to avoid bringing the shoulder to the ear. Feel this great, amazing stretch through this neck. What can you do if you wanted more? If you're at home doing this, I'm going to show you this. You don't have to do it right now, but you do not pull on your head. You just would gently grab your head and just gently let it rest on your head. Not a pull. But that's up to you. Don't forget to breathe. And on the inhale, Rise to center. We're going to take and look over the one shoulder as far as we can, safely. On the inhale, center, and on to the other side. Slowly, meet me in the center. Do a couple little circles with the nose, making little saucer plates or little teeny circles. One way. And now make circles the other way, little circles. Like a small little letter O. Oh, how happy I am you came to this class. Oh, how happy I am you come every week. Now let's go the other way as a bigger O. Opening of eyes or closing of eyes, depending on where you are today. Lengthen the muscles in the neck. I bet you are strengthening them. Letting those muscles have to work. And we're going to do 5 the other way. You're so close. And come to center. Take an inhale in. Exhale out. Take out your shoulders a little bit. Take out your hands. Take out your face if you want. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you Monday at noon. It's the fastest hour ever, I'm telling you.
Okay, thank you.
Some of these stretches. Keep with that yoga stretch you guys can through the weekend. I challenge you to it. You'll be surprised how great that feels. All right?
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Goes so fast, having so much fun. All right, bye.
Bye.